relieve you of your stress. Let me be the one, like I stand above the rest. I've seen 1,000 suns, they don't beat the day we met. Let me be the one, I don't wanna be an ex. Let me be the one, do I even come the closest? We can really flourish if we watered all the roses. Let me be the one, it depends on what your choice is. Maybe I'm the one, you just needed me to voice it. Me and my mirror. Allow me to undress my mind and show you the private parts of my thoughts as I make the lost and confused come to their senses like multiple hand jobs. No matter how high, there's no climax that I can't climb. Sam Cushion, the building. It's episode 3. Yeah, no, we're on a young hiatus last weekend, but we move. Hi, Nico. What's up? Tepo.
What's up,
Dinta. What's happening? What's happening? We are back for the Writer's Block episode 3.
Looking forward to hear what we have today.
Yeah, no, today we have poetry. We have poetry in the building. What's up?
I'm all good.
Introduce yourself to our peoples.
Rabona Ramya Diwa is the name. Some know me by Royal Black.
I wanna get
representing me.
Bless. Happy Melanie Poppy.
Exactly.
What brings you here?
Oh, this marvelous, awesome book. Yes.
Today we are stripping down.
Show it.
We are stripping down
of emotions. Anatomy of emotions.
Bring it closer.
Yeah.
I like the cover.
Awesome.
What's the idea behind the golden apple?
I think I should send you to my publisher, Transilian's house, so that she can explain it way more than I could ever do.
Oh, it's a she who designed this?
Yes, girl power.
Yes.
We run the world.
The thing is, we don't have that many female designers, and it makes me smile all the time when I hear it. Because, Mutsepula, what do you think about this cover, bruv?
Wanna cover it? I wasn't... Okay, when you see it, you don't expect poetry. It's like abstract. You don't know what it means, basically.
That's poetry.
Yeah,
abstract.
you don't know what it means. And you think that about the anatomy of emotion, you think maybe it's like a psychology kind of book, kind of thing, therapy.
See, that's the beauty about us poets. You might say ambiguous things, but they always have a second layer of meaning.
Right.
It's like how the Bible was written. Pesha code. That's what they call it. Pesha code. But not many people get that. We take things quite literal. Anyway, anatomy of emotions. I guess today we are here to strip down this book to its bare nakedness.
Yes.
We are undressing to address.
Like you undress.
I remember that one topic we had, undressing to undress. What did I call it? Hey. I forgot. But anyway, before I get to this book, what is it that you would tell people about thyself? We're not Royal Black.
Me, Royal Black.
Ubani.
Who am I?
Yes, who am I?
I saw a video yesterday of someone asking people, who are you? I think we all know the video, but I'm passionate. That's one thing I can say. I'm very passionate. As you can see, this is a product of my passion, my pain, my love. So that is who I am. I'm all those three things. I'm pain, I'm passion, I'm love.
Okay.
So I put all that here.
So how did you come up with the name Royal Black?
Royal Black. Because I'm
Royal Black because I'm black. I love black.
Yeah.
And royal is, royalty.
Yeah.
I think at first there was something like Black Royal, and then someone was like, no, let's put it like Royal Black. So I should give credit to that person.
You know the color royal blue?
Yeah.
I was thinking in those lines, but yeah, Royal Black.
Yeah.
Royal Black.
Because I think at the time, it was a time when people were obsessed with being light-skinned. And I was like, hey, everybody used to be like, hey, you're so dark. You're so dark. And I'm like, yes.
That was me through my high school. I was just, hey, woman, get it. Hey,
Yes.
it's var. Hey, yeah, no, live with it.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden the world is like, yeah, Black Lives Matter. Hey, black is beautiful. Where were you this entire time? We've known this.
Because black is beautiful.
Yes, black is beautiful, but we're not here to talk about how beautiful black is. We're here to talk about how beautiful this book is. The Anatomy of Emotions. And as per usual, I get to read a random page. Okay, this one was kind of selected, but yes, it's random either way. So I'll try to capture the emotions in the way I read, which is quite weird, but you know, I'm same cushioned. With it. It's called The Healing Process. Are you listening, nephew? The Healing Process. It reads thus. The healing process is a process. The beginning started before I could identify it. The end is not in sight, and the middle feels like the finish line. Some days feel like it's over. The battle is won and everything back to its owner. Happy places filled with joy that feels everlasting, where peace and serenity are the headliners. Then one day brings a day so crushing, when the fortress of strength comes tumbling down. Tumbles like it was made of paper, when pain is back where it always was, and the tears act like they never left. Hope is a joke for bedtime stories. The healing process is a process. I just hope someday the process ends and there is light at the end of my tunnel. Break it down.
The healing process, like the very first line says, the healing process is a process. Like, it takes however long it takes. Sometimes it feels like you are done healing, and then you find out, oh no, you're still here, we're still healing. It's going to take time. It's going to take however long it takes. It's good. It was a poem to say, because I think at the time I had been in a place where I was good after a bad time, you know, the calm after the storm. And then I felt like, oh, I'm done with that pain, those problems. And then something happened. I was like, I'm back. And then I realized this is a process. It's not supposed to be rushed. Just because I'm in a good space right now doesn't mean I'm done healing. That doesn't mean that is over. So that is where that is.
Well, they do say life is a roller coaster, so it's just an up and down journey. I think most of us want to stay up all the time, but up sometimes doesn't actually develop you for some reason. It's just the irony behind it. It's quite, let's say, poetic, if I may. And what is the whole idea behind the book?
If you read the book and you pay close attention to it, you find that when the book starts at pain, there's a lot of pain, and then as it continues, there's growing and getting out of the pain until the finish where it's love. The last poem was very specific for me to put it as the last poem. Is that the last poem? Let me check before I say this.
check, mom, check.
Yes, the last poem, I put it to say, you know, even if it's not what you expect it to be, just know that, which is basically what this whole book is saying, that you are not alone. That was the whole point of the book, to say you are not alone, and whatever you're going through the first part where it's painful, to the growing and healing out of that part, to being able to say, this is who I am, I've grown out of that, and I've developed into being this person. Like you said, our pain, our life, the things we go through, they mold us into who we are. We grow and you become better from that. Just to say, through all those stages, that you are not alone.
True. Something the homeboy Drizzy said, you live and learn.
You live and learn.
Yeah, that's so true. And I can relate when she says that it helps mold you.
Yep.
I remember I dated this shorty dog and she dumped me or one. It was a hard time for me. Like I had a hard time accepting. And when I look back right now, how hard it was, I hated feeling the way I was feeling, and now I honestly feel like a lion dog. Because I feel like nothing else can bring me down, because that was for me probably one of the hardest times in my life, man. Yeah, it really does mold you, dog.
Yeah, I think the one hardest thing that we all face is moving past traumas like you did. Like some people would take that so personally, and then it becomes hard to let go. So yeah, it's quite, it's a roller coaster, man. Like you need the strength to what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Yeah,
that's true, though.
Yes. So we move. We can't be staying in the same spot the whole time. Oh yes. Kana, you do have a blog, don't you? Is it a blog? What is it?
A blog?
The one that has the 18 that has the 18 rating.
The one that has
yes, I saw you put it up on your status. I'm like
yes, the one with the age restriction. That is my Patreon page. Because
you have a Patreon?
Yes.
Wait, can you tell us how we do that? We want to do a Patreon.
How do you do a Patreon? It's not even difficult. No, you don't pay. Patreon, the way it works, it's you are a creator, right? You're putting out your content, so you create. I don't know how to pronounce this word. You create tiers. I don't know how to say it. Where you say, for this content you can pay this much. For this content you can pay this much. You see, it's like the different levels of the content you're creating, and then they say, because we're giving you this platform, from the money that you are making, you're going to be paying taxes. Yeah, you pay taxes.
You pay tax.
Yes, it's taken from the money that you get from your content. And then they say, also, we're going to take this small amount from each amount that you make.
Okay, so like, on that Patreon?
Not really.
How long? How long has it been?
I've been, when did I start it? I think sometime starting this year, when this year started. I don't know, Jan or February, sometime there. But I have 2 people on my Patreon right now. I only checked the balance last week. Yeah. Patreon, when I discovered it, I was so excited, because it's something.
It's a the more Patreon is a big thing.
Yes.
True.
Because imagine you can get paid from one person subscribing to your content.
It's like an OnlyFans for creatives.
Yes.
Let's go like you say.
OnlyFans everyone. It's
no, depends on what rating you're going for. Okay. I want to read another poem.
Go ahead.
And you know me now, just randomly page through these things.
Randomly choose.
Okay, as Kush is like looking something up, I want to ask, you just write, you don't perform?
I've performed before.
Where?
I've performed at the Perfect Noise open mic sessions. I've done that.
Where is it?
Perfect Noise, it's at Zest.
It's at Zest
restaurant in Village.
Zest.
I think they have a session on the 30th.
Yes.
Usually on a Sunday.
This month?
Yes, they do it every month.
We should go
Tickets, like to perform, not watch.
To perform. Yeah, no.
Never been on stage for a while.
Hey, we haven't been on stage for a while, bro. Like, I need to nephew, I need to have a piece with this guy. Have you ever heard the poem? Yeah, the one that he wrote for his mom. Hey, yeah. I was just there in the studio. Just like, wait, what?
So
that's not a poet. What?
I've done Perfect Noise.
Perfect Noise.
Yes.
Okay.
And I've done the Pride one, because I haven't done a lot. I've done the Pride one.
Okay.
Wait, which one is the Pride one?
Pride. Pride. Wow.
What is
I just had to say Pride.
Yes, hela. Tell
Where's
us.
Gaborone
Tell us.
Pride?
We need to
No,
know
it
these
was
things.
the
What, an
LGBT. The LGBT
okay.
had Gaborone Pride. I think the name is Gaborone Pride. So they did an event where we had virtual performances.
Was it
Yeah.
like a once-off event?
It's an annual event.
Oh,
So that was the first one.
When can we expect the second one?
You're asking totally the wrong.
Wait, when
person.
was it? Ghana? Was it
Maybe
last
when
year?
was it?
Sometime in June.
Hey, why you doing?
Yeah, Nicole was performing.
Oh.
Last year. I remember.
Okay.
Hey, I it's
Hey,
a,
no,
it's
then
a,
we'll look-
it's a
we'll look
non-organization, at a non-profit organization thing.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah,
then we should look forward to it. We need
Yeah,
more
I-
things like that, man.
I
Like
remember.
it's also it's helpful for creatives and also
Yeah, dog.
to like advance our mindsets.
Hey.
Because when it comes to certain things,
Hey.
we're just
Very-
a bit lagging behind. Guess what poem I chose to
What
read?
did you choose?
Anatomy of Emotions.
Go right ahead.
Is this like the title poem?
Yes.
Hmm.
More so that I liked the name when I came up with it.
Uh-huh.
For the first time, usually when I write my poems, I write and then come up with the title. This one, I came up with the title, then I wrote it. And I was like, wow, this sounds so nice. I'm gonna take it and put it as the name of the book.
We just tried.
Ah,
Just tried. I don't even think I title poems
Same here,
anymore.
I don't do that anymore.
I just go
Literally,
in.
when I had to publish, I went through all my poems. I was like,
title.
what am I gonna call this? There's one there, I was like, I can't name this. I'm just gonna say it's untitled, and I put it on as untitled.
You know what I want to see from you?
Uh-huh.
An audio presentation of this book.
an audiobook.
Yes.
That would be
Audiobook.
You know, I was telling the first episode we ever had,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, now sometimes I'm unable to read poems
Mm.
unless I hear them.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like when I hear them, it creates more of an impact, or it delivers the message even
yeah.
quicker.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Like
I saw
if like if you listen
No, I've had those. I've had that suggestion.
Yeah, if
before.
you listen to a song on your phone, it's different when you're actually seeing the artist perform. Yep.
True. So this is why I try to capture the emotions here, even though Gaelic.
Try.
Anatomy of emotions. Eyes stream with anger as pen feels paper, emptying the pain inside, releasing the hate that resides in me. Being me made me. Waterfalls of residual disdain cascading down cheeks that before felt the touch of love, lips that tremble from screams that failed to escape, words that never find their way out to a sanctuary, a nose that does not sniff, for it may again carry in that scent, that stench of fear that fills the air, travels through the nose and into the body, conquering every sense. The hand scribbles away with hope etched in the fingertips, hope that healing will come, and that throbbing feeling that pulsates to the tip of the pen is a cleansing ritual. Eventually, when the hand is numb and the tears have dried up, we come to learn, finally understand, even though the heart is lighter, that healing means facing the pain, hate, and fear that once tormented. It means taking time out to feel, to understand. I see one common theme here: healing.
Healing is important.
Mm-hmm.
Healing is very important, which is where all the emotions come in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So basically, our themes are pain, love, release of that love, of that pain,
Mm-hmm.
and healing, the process itself. Okay. All right. Huh.
Another one?
Wait, I wanna before you move on. So, like, with obviously, I feel like
Oh, I found another
the
one
book.
to read.
The book is a reflection on your healing process as one of your, as you mentioned in one of your pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how was it for you, that healing process? Did you do it alone? Did you talk to someone? Like, how was it for you dealing with everything?
I think I did everything. I did it alone. I tried with someone.
Mm-hmm.
Tried with someone else. And then I eventually realized that it has to be me.
Okay.
You know, even if somebody else tries to help. Because at one point, my pastor was helping me, and then there was a point where I was like, I had been good, and then there was a point where I was like, this is not working. It all came crashing down, like that healing process poem said. It all came crashing down, and I was like, that's the point where I was like, I need to find a way forward that I'm comfortable with, that I can identify with, you know, that is good for me, without having the pressures of everybody else saying, do it this way, do it that way.
Okay. Would you say that was the moment where it like clicked for you now, or was
I
it
think
a
like
gradual thing?
That was after that moment when it became clear to me, and then it clicked, and I was like, yeah.
Okay. Right.
You know, one thing that I respect about us poets or creatives, writers specifically, is that we have this ability to write down our emotions. Like, it actually is quite helpful. I think even psychologists would have that suggestion to people who are going through depression, or you write down your emotions.
Yeah, they
Like,
actually suggest that you should write down your feelings.
Like the poem you just read, as the pen fills paper, the fingertips, it flows out of you through your fingers as you are writing down those feelings, those emotions. They flow into paper. You're right.
And also what other thing? It's more of a stereotype, but it's kind of true.
If it's true, then it's not a stereotype.
Well, no, I say it is because I think it depends on who the writer is.
Okay.
Apparently, we are disturbed. We are disturbed.
The best creatives are.
Like, you find that most of this, like most of our art, our masterpieces come from a place of pain.
Like Van Gogh.
It's a different kind of person.
Apparently,
we can't do masterpieces from happy places.
Yeah, that's true.
And I don't know. Like,
I can't write a happy poem, bro. I can't.
I literally tried that last night. I was like, it's not gonna work.
I can't. It's like,
well, there's this poem I see here. It's called My Lover.
Oh, My Lover.
So I'm hoping it's a happy poem.
Oh no, it's not.
Oh my God. Okay.
I can choose a happy poem for you if you want to.
Oh yes. Okay. Please do. So that we at least show we don't always come from a place of.
Yeah, for me, I feel like probably another reason why I haven't written a book yet is because I don't want to put my stuff out there because I know what because I know what if literally almost all my poems are they come from a certain place that's very like sensitive, you know, and it's personal, and I don't know if I'd feel comfortable with people sort of like these are my feelings and you can read right. And obviously we about and then cheated them or whatever. Yeah,
I feel like when someone did a review of one of the poems, because I wrote this, which is what I do with most of what I write. I write it and then it's out there whether you read it or you don't. It's out there, and I forget what is in there, because what is in there is very personal, you know, sensitive. Then someone did a review of one of the poems. I was like, wow, so people are actually reading.
See, we're good. I want love. So this is the happy poem.
It's the only one that is not sad.
Okay. Hey, doesn't. But anywho, I want love above everything else, more than anything I have ever wanted. I want love, an all-consuming love. I want a love so poignant. It starts in the tips of my toes and covers me all the way to the roots of my hair. I want a love so pure it bleaches away the pain, removes any past stain and leaves only its purity. I want love like I can describe, love that has me smiling to myself while in the toilet, love that showers me in happiness, love that goes beyond defining me and purifying me, love that makes colors brighter songs more melodious. Love that will make an ancient literary scholar shake with envy. Love that even the best of writers haven't found words to describe. It bleaches away the pain. That's the part that bleaches away the pain. Have you found said love? No. More processes.
No. You would think, but no. No.
Well, it is. It has a kind of. It's not specific to a person. From the way I see it, I think it's Royal Black speaking things into existence. Owen. Yes. She wants love, and love. Apparently, when you ask for something, if you really want it that much, it finds its way to you. The problem is time. Time be out here playing tricks on people.
Okay, so like, have you ever been in love?
I thought we were saving the Q&A. If I have to think about it, then it's a no.
So you're still in the process.
Because
do you want to fall in love?
Right now, no.
Yeah, tell me. When
I wrote this poem, I did. When I wrote this poem, I did. But right now, no. Maybe like in a year or something. Then I'll be like, yes.
Does this have to do with the healing process?
Yes, I think part of. Yes, part of it is.
No, but you know, she does have a point. Like, for you to find what you're really looking for, you have to like baby step your way there.
Yes, when I tried the love thing, I found out that I'm not all the way there with the healing process. So it was impacting that in a very not so good way.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, who would you recommend this book for? Who would benefit from it?
Who'd benefit from it? If you're feeling that you're not being understood, if you're feeling that your emotions are too much for you to handle right now, then this is the book for you. Because like I said when I started, it's telling you that you're not alone. Some people are going through the same thing, because I know people who've read the book and were like, I can relate to this. This is what I'm going through. There's one poem that I sent to someone specifically asked me to write a poem for them, and then I wrote the poem. Afterwards I realized that a lot of people really would relate to this, because that person was like, wow, you wrote this and it relates to me and it relates to my friend, and I can feel that. So I was like, well, if you need, because we are not all writers, like so if you need something you can relate to and you're not the person who can write that, then this is the book for you. You know, it doesn't just mean that you are pain or you're depressed or anything. If you are reading this book, maybe it's something you've experienced, you are reflecting on what you went through, because that is what will eventually build you.
All right. So basically, if you want to undress your emotions, this is a book that would work for you. I mean, it's all about healing. Healing is a process. The healing process is a process, according to the words of our author. So this is, I think, a short breakdown of what the book is about. Anatomy of Emotions is a breakdown of the mental journey of redefining oneself. It provides a poetic exploration of the worst of days to finding peace and then eventually finding joy. It brings in inevitable questions of spirituality and pressing societal issues which come into play when one is redefining themselves and navigating through the adventure that is life. In its totality, Anatomy of Emotions addresses mental health and hopes to ignite a spark of hope within the hopeless. So yes.
Where can people find your book?
You can find my book at Botswana Book Center.
Yes, the one in Mainmore.
BBC, Mainmore. Yes. If you are outside of GC, you can talk to me and I can deliver the book to you. Courier the book to you.
Okay. And do you have your social media?
Social media. Rabaone Royal Black Ramnyadiwa. If it's not Rabaone Ramnyadiwa, it's Rabaone. It's Royal Black. And you can also contact me if you want the book, 75093693. Yeah.
Business calls only. Kana Batswana be out here doing the most.
Yeah.
Yes, so get yourself a copy of Anatomy of Emotion. Support B-Dub. We have a lot of
talent.
We have a lot of talented authors, and they're not just doing it just because they want Zakanyana. It's for everybody. It's for everybody to benefit from. We're going through a lot of mental issues. For the past 2 years, actually, it's becoming even more prevalent. And we can use all means of dealing with our mental health because, it's very important. Nicole, any last questions for Royal Black?
Thank you for coming by the way.
Hela.
Okay, before we wrap it up, what does the future look like for you with your writing, your book? Is the book coming? Another one?
No, we'll take it back to you then.
Right now I'm planning the book launch because I haven't done the book launch.
Okay.
So I'm planning a book launch.
Reinvite the term.
Tying it to mental health.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you are invited. I can't just invite you though. You gotta buy the book to enter.
Okay.
So you best buy the book.
Yes. Oh, by the way, I might be there.
How much is the book?
The book is $150.
All right.
Soon it'll be, because I'm still finalizing that, it'll be on Amazon too.
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope.
Right?
Yes.
Also, right now, I am working on a project with someone, co-writing or ghostwriting for someone. Because mostly my domain is not poetry. It's fiction writing, which is what my Patreon account is about, fiction writing. So I'm working on that for someone else and another book for myself. I'm doing a lot of things. I'm also
That's dope.
I'm also learning script writing because now I'm going into that. So yeah. Also I'm working on something poetry that is audio, so look out for that. Something will be coming out in the next coming weeks.
The audio version of this book. Hey,
That one
Anatomy of Emotions.
Still working on that.
Okay. Nephew.
As an author, you consider yourself an author?
Yes. I'm officially an author.
Is there such a thing as collaborating with authors? Like, how do you authors collaborate? And if so, how would you want to do it?
I don't know. There is collaboration. I'm gonna say there is collaboration because when I was at the bookstore, I found a book which is a collection of poetry. It is from across African poets. They had like a poet in Botswana, South Africa, Lesotho. They did a book and that was so beautiful. Unfortunately, I didn't have money at the time because I was just there to check on my book. But that was so beautiful, and things like that get me to be. But the way I am with my work, I don't know if I'll be able to work with someone else on a book specifically. But otherwise, collaborations are important. I'm only saying collaborations.
Hi.
Bye.
Yeah, okay. What I want to ask is, like, do you only collaborate with poets and authors only?
No.
Do you do with musicians?
Right now,
Do you collaborate with other people from different same creative industry, but in
different people.
Yeah.
Different fields.
Because right now, what I'm working on, I've collaborated with a DJ. So we're working on something together.
What kind of DJ?
What I kind of excited. It's a pull.
I'm curious.
What kind of a DJ? Like, is there a genre that
His specific genre.
Like what you guys are working on?
What we are working on? No, it's still poetry. It's still poetry, but with a DJ, with sound and everything in it.
I've realized that poetry goes well with house.
Yes.
Is it like a spoken word album?
You don't know many people have those things.
We're working on an EP.
A rare spoken word album.
Spoken word EP.
No, it's bad.
That's dope. Wait, so you're doing so many things like Patreon. your book is going to be on Amazon. You're working with the DJ. You're working on you're learning script writing now. And also you're working. You say you're working with your ghost writing. Hey, that's so dope. That's so.
Is bad.
O kla bona thusonyana go tswa ko bagolwane ba rona ba goromente kana independent all the way.
Independent all the way. I don't know if it's because I've never asked. Well, I've never officially asked. I was pointed in a direction at one point when I first wanted to publish my book, and I figured it's going to be a lot of work to get that money. So it's just, let me just do it myself, and then from there I'll see what goes. Right now, I don't know what the government can do for me. Well, they can buy my book and give it to students.
Okay,
that's what they can do.
What I know is, at a certain time, it depends on who you know. I know that this is not a secret. Tyler Majahi was able to publish one of his books through the Ministry of Youth. What? Nakwate essentially Unity Dao from essentially Unity Dao. Enel Unity Dao ammonia abamarare come to my office. Like
that's the kind of empowerment we need.
Like that.
No, but I mean, I feel like it's unfair.
Straight from Unity's office. Which I wouldn't get if I don't know her personally.
Exactly. So which one thinking? Bro, man.
We've really politicized our lives. Right? Like it's quite scary now. Like
it's so fucking scary. Like how you. Okay, it's so scary how you wanna try out things and you wanna like you have a book that's like done. You don't need them to do it. When the only thing you need them for is for them to take it to like libraries, like just distribute it everywhere. So you can't get that because you don't know anyone. You're not friends with those people. But like, why don't you do that to all the other people? Like, I'm gonna do this every year for everyone. Like, on the
not just help. One person at that one time.
So, are you like involved in any writers' union?
Is there even such a thing?
Speaking of, there was a writers group called Libraria. The library more CBD.
I think I'm CBD.
Yeah, the main library.
I didn't know. I feel so blonde right now. No offense to blonde people, but I feel blonde right
at the ministry. There's a library there. Yeah. They had this writers thingy. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's still there or what. But I went for like one meeting where we divided into different groups, and then I don't know, I never went again. That was it for me. So to answer his question though, I'm not in any. The only thing I am in is the script writing club group. I don't know what to call it. Yeah, that.
Hey, what I wanted to say is like you only went to the meeting once. You never went back. Why?
Because I could never find time. I could never find time.
So that's why you say it's there or it's not there.
Yes.
Group, any number.
We were all divided into groups. Because by the time I came, there were pre-existing groups, and we were told you can go into this group, you can go into this group. And then one time I went to check because they would write the announcements which group is meeting on which day on the board. So one time I went to check and my group wasn't there. Yeah. Or they had already met. This was like 2-3 years back. And then from that time. But okay. I'm saying if anyone is interested, they can check if it's still there.
Yeah.
Okay. Ish, I think we need more collaborative things. Why 2-3 years is a long time. Yeah.
What would you say to somebody who hasn't been on a show like this?
I don't understand.
Like, you're here today with a book, and we're talking about book stuff, author stuff. Like, how do you think this kind of show helps you in your author journey?
I think it's not just it's not just about the platform, you know, it's about the people. The more you which is something I've come to learn, the more you interact with people, the more your spaces open up, the more places you can get into open up, you know. I'm not talking about I'm talking about
everything.
Creatives,
radio,
creatives, you know. For me to be here right now, it's because I was able to interact with this creative, you know. We know each other from this standpoint, so open yourself up as a creative to collaborations, to work with other artists, you know. Yes,
so
that's where your opportunities come.
Yep. Besides writing, do you do anything else in life, or you just write? You're all in.
I write, but I have a full-time job which is ending soon. I also tutor students.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, brains, pap, brains. All right, can wrap it up. All right, thank you for being here. And I just had one idea. We should start a writer's block library for our B-dub authors. Yeah, like we show our support, buy a book or something, and then just keep a library where we just keep count of all these things, and then we'll take it from there. But otherwise, this has been episode 3. Look out for episode 4. I think it should be more of an informative one. I think we need to find a way to help authors get out there, like just out of bots. Like, yeah, the world is not in Botswana alone. The world is actually outside bots. I find it nice. Yes. So more Patreon and Amazon, how to get on Amazon, Bindo, whatever. Yes, we need to talk about that. But yes, thank you for staying with us until the next time.
Royal Black Royal Black is the page. Black. Also Instagram at Royal Black. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Royal Black.
75093693.
Huh?
75093693. Get the book at Botswana Book Center. Yes.
Botswana Book Center.
150.
How you can be a part of the show? Hit us up on the neighborhood page, BW. Just send us a DM and we'll get to you ASAP. This has been Sam Kush.